a sonnet in response to Maggi Hambling's Good Friday, Walking on Water, 2006. Sure ground collapses, and I'm all at sea, strong fabrics torn, and death has flooded life. Relentless waves pitch past my sanity, no still point now, but roiling, churning strife. No end, there is none, all directions lost, horizon featureless neath dirty sky, until I spy my waves of grief being crossed by one whose power this storm cannot deny. Hope glimmers, though is still too far to seize, brings promise that one day this storm will ease. The title of this work relates not to the events of Good Friday, but to the day on which Maggi Hambling painted it. After her mother died, Hambling produced a painting in memory of her every Good Friday, striving each time for an image which perfectly captured both life and death at the same moment. Reading the Gospel passage gave me a viewer perspective which is in the boat with the disciples, looking out to sea, 3 or 4 miles out from land, darkness all around, and with a strong storm blowing up on the lake. The more I looked at the painting, the more I could hear the storm howling around me, sense the heave of the boat below me, feel the cold slap of the wind on my face, and taste salt spray on my lips. Prompted by the title of the painting, I thought of what it's like to be bowled over by grief, to feel all at sea, with no landmarks on the horizon to give perspective or direction. This grief may arise from bereavement, the diagnosis of illness, the breakdown of a relationship, or any other factor which dashes our future hopes. Hambling is so skillful in suggesting the figure of Jesus walking on the water. Looking at him, I feel both his nearness and his distance. In the Gospel story, as soon as the disciples see Jesus come near them, their boat suddenly reaches its destination. If we're in the business of drawing parallels between the story and our own experience of being all at sea, then this is where the parallels fall down. Grief doesn't magically depart, even with faith as an anchor. In lived experience, the Holy Saturday that follows a Good Friday catastrophe lasts months and years rather than 24 hours. I wanted to reflect that in the poem. Jesus does offer the promise of a future reorientation and renewal of life's torn fabric, but first we need weather the storm for a while.